Hi guys, bonjour mes amis, I'm Booger, welcome aboard. I've got some shrimp and I'm thinking of making a nice spicy marinade and we're gonna do some shrimp fajitas. Right? Okay, you guys ready? Let's go, chin chin. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mince some garlic with this. This is why I love this little beast, the Kitchenaid little mini processor. So anyways, I got 5 garlic cloves here, but one's pretty tiny and they're not really large. So I'm gonna mince all that because I'm gonna put half of that aside for later on, but I need some of this minced garlic for the marinade. So let me just minced garlic, just like that. Okay, so I'm going to take half of this off and then I'll show you what's next. Here we go. See, that's half of the garlic right there. Okay, so put that aside. All right, I zested a lime. This is how I zested with the zester. Okay, so some people was asking me that. So see, I cut it in half because I'm going to need the juices of both halves. So zest a lime, a big, it looks like a tablespoon of lime zest right there. Pretty close, about half a tablespoon. Okay, so we got that. What do you think about this? I need a teaspoon of cumin. I've got 2 here because I'm gonna need some cumin later on as well. So that's a teaspoon. I'm gonna have the recipe typed up below, guys, so don't stress out. Some salt. That's all up to you. Probably a good, about half a teaspoon of that. Okay, this is chipotle peppers in adobo sauce. You can find that at Walmart by the Mexican food aisle. You want the adobo sauce that's in there. Okay, just put your tablespoon of that in there. And it's spicy, but not too bad, guys. It's gonna put some nice flavor in there. Okay, just like that. A little bit more. There we go. So that's a good tablespoon of that in there. Okay, so let me do this. I'm gonna mix that up a little bit and I'll be right back to show you what's next. So at this point, with this one, you put your top back on there. You see it's got a little dip right there. That's for olive oil right there. So I'm gonna mix it and pour a 1/4 cup of olive oil. You're gonna save 2 tablespoons of this lovely stuff here. Put that aside. Okay. So we're gonna need that too. So 2 tablespoons of this. God, it looks so beautiful. Approx 2 tablespoons, because the shrimp is not gonna take a whole lot. So put a couple of tablespoons of that aside, and then I'm gonna go get my shrimp, and I'll show you that. Oh, I've got 1 pound of shrimp here. They're supposed to be large, but you know, Gulf shrimp is not that large. That's okay. Cleaned, deveined, all that stuff, drained. Okay, there's no liquids or anything. I'm just gonna pour this lovely marinade into the bag. And I'm gonna massage that through the shrimp. So anyways, do that and like in the fridge for 30 minutes because I'm telling you, that shrimp is gonna turn pink. So I'll see you in 30 minutes. While my shrimp is marinating, I cut up these beauties. Got some onion, red pepper, and orange peppers, about half of the peppers. They were really big. So try to cut them the same size and all that stuff, okay? All right, so let me get my paddle. That's something I forgot to do here. Put that in your air fryer. A couple tablespoons of olive oil. 1, 2. All right, and let's drop the onions in there first, okay? We're gonna try to cook them up a little bit. Make them a little bit translucent a little bit. Okay, so bottom on, top on at 4, full blast on your air fryer. When you do that, I'll tell you how long I do that and I'll be back. Did that for about 5 minutes and I like the way it looks. It's got little black marks on the tips of it. So at this point I'm gonna put the peppers in there. And I went and got a jalapeno out of my freezer, put them in the Mueller chopper because I'm not touching that with my hands. Heck no. My peppers are super spicy. So anyways, I'll put a link to that chopper. It's awesome. It does petite cuts like a champ. Okay, so I'm going to cook this for another 5 minutes. 5 minutes a piece. Same temperatures. Everything's on full blast. I'll see you in 5 minutes. Alright guys, that was about 5 minutes. It looks beautiful. I've got some frozen corn here. I'm going to put that in there. I've got a few bags of that. A friend of mine grew some corn and I blanched it, chucked it, or whatever you want to call it, shaved it, and that's it right there. I've got the rest of the garlic here. You can put that in there too. Yum. And I still got cumin here, probably a teaspoon of that, okay? Yeah, that looks good. So if you don't want spicy, just don't do that jalapeno pepper part, okay? So I'm going to put a little bit more olive oil in there. Just maybe a teaspoon. That's all it needs. Okay? So at this point, let's turn it down just a notch, about number 3, but keep the bottom on. Let me think about this. Turn the bottom off, because I've got garlic in there. Garlic cooks really fast. Let's turn the bottom off, and then number 3. We'll be back. So I did that for about 5 minutes. Everything's in 5 minutes increments. You notice that? Smells so good. Alright, so we want to put the 2 tablespoons of marinade that we saved. Let's put that in there, so we can have the vegetables taste as good as the shrimp, right? And I went and got some cilantro outside. I'm gonna put, ooh, goodness gracious, as much as you want. We love cilantro around here. If you don't like cilantro, then just don't put it. Don't replace it with parsley. It's not the same. It's not the same animal. All right, so let's turn it down to 2.5 this time, because cilantro, you know, once it goes to the top, it kind of chars a little bit. We don't want that. So the bottom is still off, 2.5. We're just going to saute right now, okay? As that was about 10 minutes, I'm going to call that done. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch pans, okay? I'm going to put this aside. Don't touch that. It's very, very hot. I'm going to use the flat pan. This is why it's awesome to have both pans. It's really nice. I'm going to spray some olive oil on the bottom here. And let's heat that bottom on, top on at 4, okay? Alright guys, that didn't take but 3 minutes just to heat it up a little bit. It was already, the pan was already hot, or the air fryer I should say. Get yourself a slotted spoon here. You don't want all those juices in there, just the shrimp. See, hear that sizzle? The pan is hot. Okay. Let me finish this, I'll show you what's going on. Alright, here we go. Everything's on full blast. I'll let you know how long I do that. It's not going to take very long. Right until the shrimp is pink, and we'll be good to go. Alright, so that was about 4 minutes, you guys. Alright, looks good. It's pink. It's cooked. Kind of cooked. So, let's put this original pan back in there. Start it right up. The paddle should turn when it clenches in. And let's put, look at that. See, it's turning. Let's put the shrimp back in there. A little bit of the marinade that's left. Oh yeah, we're going full blast. All right, and I'll show you what I'm going to do next, guys. It's been about 3 minutes and it's looking good. All the juices are gone, so I've got some flour tortillas here. I'm going to put them in a piece of foil. So 1 pan meal right here. Well, 2 pans if you count the other pan. And look. Drop that right on top. That's going to heat up your tortillas. Alright, okay? Let's turn it down to a 3. The bottom, I'm going to turn that off because everything is done and cooked. We don't want to dry it all out. And we'll heat those tortillas for about 3 or 4 minutes. And then we'll plate. Okay, guys, here we go. I'm going to shut this off. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Yes. Okay. So let's start plating this up. I'm going to plate this right in front of you. Ooh, warm? Yes, very warm. Okay, so we're going to put our fajitas in there. Close this back up. Some of this lovely goodness in here. Ooh, make a mess, booger. And I've got some reserved cilantro because I love cilantro. Yum. And clean that mess up for the photos. You know. Doesn't that look good? Tom's plate. So we gotta make sure we get enough of everything in there. Okay. We'll do that. I'm gonna put some cilantro on top, like so. Okay, I got some pico that I made. I have a ton of cilantro out there. So that's what's in there in this little dish. Isn't that cute? All right, so let me take photos and Tom will taste it for you. All right, you guys, Tom's here to taste. Go ahead, Tom. Say hi to everybody
I gotta
first.
see what's in here first.
It's pico. It's just a
Hi,
little,
everyone.
my pico is very spicy, so it might be a little hot. You can put sour cream, lettuce, all that stuff if you want to, but Tom just likes it just like that.
Mm-hmm.
Show the people the guts.
The gut. It looks just like the other picture.
Okay, don't talk with your mouth full.
My God.
Even though I asked you a question when your mouth was full. Don't you just hate it when people talk to you when your mouth's full?
It's like the dentist.
Well, what do you think? Flavorful?
Yes, very flavorful. It's like a bouquet in your mouth.
Wow, Tom. Fancy words from Tom.
Fancy? Why is that? That's not
I don't
fancy.
know. Well, it's like a bouquet. Where you
Of
going?
flavors.
Where you going?
I'm going to throw this away. Okay.
Well, people are here waiting for you, and you're just like in your own little world. So, what do you think? Is it good?
Yeah, it's very good.
What do you taste the most? Is it spicy? A little kick? A little kick?
It's not bad.
Not bad.
No. I taste, I don't know, everything. I mean, it's just like, you can taste
Shrimp
the
is
peppers.
good? Is the shrimp good?
Yep, you can taste the shrimp. You
It's
can
not
taste the peppers.
rubbery or anything?
No.
There you go. All right, guys. There's a few steps to this, but, you know, it's worth it. I think it's worth it. Stay home and make some good meals like this and call it a day when you got cilantro coming out of your gardens. All right, thanks for shopping. Bye-bye.